Good morning, students. Today we will discuss Hilbert formula, which is related to Hilbert kernels. So the Hilbert formula states that 1 upon 4 pi square integral from 0 to star 2 pi cot of sigma minus s by 2 into the integral 0 to star 2 pi gt cot of t minus sigma by 2 dt d sigma. This is equal to minus gs plus 1 upon 2 pi integral 0 to 2 pi gt dt. Here this integral that is with respect to t and this integral that is with respect to sigma. So we have to prove this relation and this is called Hilbert formula. In order to prove Hilbert formula, let us take two integral equations with Hilbert kernel. So the first integral equation with Hilbert kernel we have taken as g1s is equal to 1 upon 2 pi integral 0 to star 2 pi gt cot of s minus t by 2 dt. And the second integral equation with Hilbert kernel we have taken as g2s is equal to 1 upon 2 pi integral 0 to star 2 pi g1t cot of s minus t by 2 dt. Let us denote these equations by equation 1 and equation 2. Now let us take three harmonic functions inside the disk denoted by r less than 1. So first harmonic function we have taken as u, which is the function of r and s. Second we have taken as u1 and third we have taken as u2. And let us take the value of this harmonic function on the circumference r is equal to 1 is denoted by gs, and the value of this function on the circumference r is equal to 1 is g1s, and the value of this harmonic function u2 on the circumference r is equal to 1 is g2s. It means when r is 1, the value of this function that will become u1s and that will be gs. u1 1s that will be g1s. The value of u2 at 1s that is g2s. Then the function u1 that is harmonic conjugate of the function u and the function u2 that is harmonic conjugate of the function u1. Now we can use Cauchy-Riemann equations. So by using Cauchy-Riemann equations we have partial derivative of u with respect to r is equal to negative of partial derivative of function u2 with respect to r. And the second equation which is Cauchy-Riemann equation, this gives partial derivative of u with respect to s is equal to negative of partial derivative of u2 with respect to s. Now from this equation, integrating with respect to s on both sides, from here integrating with respect to s and taking minus sign on the right side, this will become u2 is equal to minus u plus k, where k is any arbitrary constant. Now let us find the value of this arbitrary constant k, and for this we use the condition that at the center of the disk the value of function u2 is 0. So using this condition from the equation 4 we have k is equal to the value of u at the center of the disk. At the center of the disk the value of r is 0, and also we will use the mean value property for harmonic functions. So by using mean value property for harmonic functions, the value of function u at the center of the disk is given by 1 upon 2 pi integral 0 to 2 pi the value of function u at r is equal to 1. So that will become u1t. As we already defined, the value of the function u on the circumference r is equal to 1 is denoted by g. So this value becomes gt. So we get the value of function u at the center of the disk is given by 1 upon 2 pi integral 0 to 2 pi gt dt. Now we can substitute this value of k in the equation 4. So the equation 4 becomes u2 is equal to minus u plus the value of k is 1 upon 2 pi integral 0 to 2 pi gt dt. Now let us put r is equal to 1 in this equation. So if we put r is equal to 1 here, this will become u2 1s. This will become minus u 1s. And this is 1 upon 2 pi integral 0 to 2 pi gt dt. As we have already taken the value of function u at the circumference r is equal to 1, that is gs, and the value of u2 on the circumference r is equal, that is g2s. So substituting the values here, this is g2s and this is minus g plus 1 upon 2 pi integral 0 to 2 pi gt dt. Now from the equation second, let us find the value of g2. So from the equation second, the value of the function g2, that is minus 1 upon 2 pi integral 0 to star 2 pi g1 sigma cot of sigma minus s by 2 d sigma. And from the equation 1, we can find the value of function g1, which is given by g1 sigma is equal to minus 1 by 2 pi integral 0 to star 2 pi gt cot of t minus sigma by 2 dt. Now substituting this value in this equation, here we will substitute the value here g1 sigma. So substituting the value here, this equation becomes g2s is equal to minus 1 upon 2 pi integral 0 to star 2 pi minus 1 by 2 pi integral 0 to star 2 pi gt cot of t minus sigma by 2 dt. And this term we have taken as it is, cot of sigma minus s by 2 t sigma. So we have substituted the value of g1 in the equation 8 and obtained this equation. Now this equation can further be written as, by multiplying these two terms, this will become g2s is equal to 1 upon 4 pi square integral 0 to star 2 pi cot of sigma minus s by 2 into integral 0 to star 2 pi gt cot of t minus sigma by 2 dt. This integration is with respect to t and first integral, that is with respect to sigma. Now we have obtained the two values of g, one in the equation 9 and one in the equation 7. So we can equate the two values of g from the equation 7 and equation 9. So finally we get 1 upon 4 pi square integral 0 to star 2 pi cot of sigma minus s by 2 d sigma integral 0 to star 2 pi gt cot of t minus sigma by 2 dt is equal to minus gs plus 1 upon 2 pi integral 0 to 2 pi gt dt. And this expression, that is called Hilbert formula.